It's bad enough that they can't account for $60 million. It's bad enough that they provide an address to officialdom in the US that doesn't exist. It's bad enough that now all of a sudden, I've got nothing to do with me, to the point where one at least, is even taking Black Lives Matter off his social media. All of that is bad enough. But one of the women who founded this thing is buying herself these beautiful big houses worth millions in expensive parts of Los Angeles, and a beautiful, absolutely stunning looking house in Georgia. I thought they were Marxists. I thought property was theft. Look, they're communists. So they dream of bringing down Western civilization because they dream of bringing down capitalism. In order to bring down Western civilization, they must attack its majority population, which is, of course, white people. So you have this, they saturate everything and turn everything into an anti-white scenario, to the point where the only people who can be legally discriminated against in Western countries are white people. In order to attack white people, they create a narrative, a fictional narrative, that Black people are treated absolutely appallingly on a daily basis in Western countries by white people, because white people are racist naturally. It's ingrained. You've even got things like unconscious bias. So even if you're not a racist, you still are. You just don't know you're a racist. So if you don't think you're a racist, it's only that you don't know you are. All this sort of stuff is communist tropes. They've been using this. Communism has been using this sort of stuff for as long as it's existed. They dress it up as something socially and morally just. So Black Lives Matter. But they are true communists. They want to bring us down and install their ideals instead. Their ideals will be equality, 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 but not for me. And this is the same for communism wherever it has raised its ugly head. Everyone's equal, except those who aren't equal. And the ones who aren't equal, they will still have their beautiful properties. They will live far away from the other equals. Those equals down there, down at the bottom, those equals down there. They will still live far away. They will live up here. The equal will live down there. That's communism. Always, always, without exception. So they take something which sounds morally right and morally just, and emotionally blackmail everyone, and legally blackmail us now in a variety of ways, but have no intention of being equal. In their ideal society, the most people will be at the bottom, equally poor, but they won't be, because they're communists, and that is how communism is. Do you really believe that Chairman Mao lived in the same dire scenario as the people in China who were eating their own children? Or the Soviet Union? Do we think the chiefs of the Soviet Union were living in the way that the equals at the bottom of the ladder were living? Equality for thee, not for me. And look at this. Expensive properties in exclusive areas in the name of equality. While the people who lose their businesses because of their rioting and looting, which apparently they contest, and the media gives them a completely free rein on it, but we can see, we all have eyes We can see the violence and destruction they leave in their path. No matter what lies the police or the police actually as well, or the press like to tell us. But just to bring it home a little bit, police probe into missing Bristol Black Lives Matter fundraising money. So it's not just going on in the United States. This is from August 2021. A woman has been arrested after the youth group did not receive $32,000 raised following the toppling of the statue of Edward Colston. Bristol Live understands that the woman in her 20s was questioned under caution about the money, which was raised before and after the June 7th demo made headlines around the world. The fundraising page set up ahead of Black Lives Matter demonstration told potential donors the money would be given to changing your mindset. How sinister is that? Imagine they call it that, changing your mindset. A youth work charity based at the Malcolm X Centre in St. Paul's. So they said this was where the money, when they were fundraising, that this is where it would go. But the march took place, and in an unplanned event, a breakaway group pulled down a statue of Bristol slave trade. They can't even type Edward Colston and dumped it in the docks. The fundraiser was then inundated with donations, and $32,334 was raised in the following week. A spokesperson from Changing Your Mindset confirmed the organisation has not received any of the money from the fundraising appeal, and a complaint has been made to Avon and Somerset Police. So I think we know a little bit more about Black Lives Matter. It is so important. So important. Look at how powerful they've been. Look. So important that we campaign against them. 9th of April.